inherited their place. Of course, Sus-Pact definitely have their place in the playoffs. They have shown a great display of talent in the previous matches in the regular season as well. So they definitely deserve it, and it was an absolute bummer to see them go out in 5th place. But now they're in. Of course, that is how it goes. If life gets in the way and you can't make it to the playoffs, that is unfortunately part of life. And we're hoping to see Team Sofieva again in the next split. But we're definitely looking forward now to seeing RedBlue take on the Sus-Pact. And I hope Sus-Pact can show their worth here.
Let's see. I'm writing down really quick what all the picks are. Picked by red team. We have bioengineered picked by the blue team. And then we have...
that was a quick pick and bad face.
That was really quick. This is picked by a red team, and we have Peacekeeper picked randomly. I think I got it all. Oh my goodness, I'm writing so fast. Random. Okay, so the bans were Cat's Eye and Winter Delight have been banned. The first map is going to be Fuchsia. That was picked by the blue team, which is going to be RedBlue. Oh, this is going to be interesting. RedBlue, blue team, and the red team is... Oh, God. Yep, that's going to be fun. We start with Fuchsia. Verlengschnur is next, picked by the red team. So let's see what the ladies have in store. Of course, there is a first seed, and like you said, a team that has not qualified yet, or has not qualified, but was a replacement team. So there is a clear favorite here, and let's see how the ladies of Sus-Pact can stand up to the might of RedBlue here.
RedBlue definitely coming in here as the heavy favorites, but there is nothing that guarantees you a win. There's nothing that guarantees you to proceed just in a trivia matter. Of course, Aluji and Tunix are two names that you probably see in Div 1 of Cup of the Day many times. They are usually chasing for world records, and they're looking to get something done in the WRL as well. Meanwhile, Shorty Gray and Susan Brendan are usually proving their worth in the WRL campaign, and Susan Brendan, out of all the athletes representing Germany, and is also giving me a good run for my money in the German rankings. So far, she has shown a great display of talent. Also, Sus-Pact with a beautiful skin. It looks like Susan Brendan, not entirely warmed up yet, has to leave the competition to Shorty Gray for the moment. Tunix and Aluji are not letting anything get between them and victory, though, as Shorty Gray is bonking out in the first half of that track. And Aluji and Tunix are keeping it absolutely clinical. It looks like Tunix in the lead. Aluji is trying to steal the win away, and she manages to do just that. 46.2, that's a really strong time. Shorty Gray has to settle for 3rd place, and RedBlue are acing the first round.
46.2 is fast indeed. Let's take a look at some PBs here. Fuchsia. A PB by Aluji is 45.6, and Tunix has a 45.7. And on the other side, Shorty has a 46.0. So that's already just like half a second difference in personal bests. So let's see what the ladies can make of this. Again, a very strong start by Aluji and Tunix. And Shorty Gray is still catching up, though. But she takes a little bit of a wonky line there and catches some of that penalty grass. And that completely throws off her line for this next turn. And she bonks out and will not be able to do anything. It's another ace in the pocket for the ladies of RedBlue. And this was, in fact, the team... this was, in fact, their pick. So they start strong with 2 aces. And they definitely show us why they picked this map.
Definitely looking good for Tunix and Aluji so far, but I want to remind you that so far both of their winning times have not beaten Shorty Gray's PB so far. That means Shorty Gray is definitely still in the running to snatch a win here, and it's looking quite good for the Slovakian driver. I think it's Slovakia. I hope I don't mix it up. But she's taking a little bit of a compromised line. Aluji keeps it absolutely clean. Can Shorty perhaps come back at her counterpart? Looks like she's a little bit quicker through the third turn. Can she maybe get a better inside line? It doesn't look like it's quite enough. Tunix and Aluji keeping it clean once again. It's another 46.1. We're still not lower than Shorty Gray's PB, but Shorty has to concede the first and second place again for the moment. It's the third ace in a row for RedBlue.
It is indeed. And anything now besides an ace for a Sus-Pact will in fact give the map to Team RedBlue. Oh, and I see Susan, I think it was, immediately clipping at the start. So she's going to lose some time over that, which is exactly not what you need if you need the ace. So let's see. Shorty Gray is still in the mix here. She's fighting for second place, and she's going to try and do what she can to stop the ladies. But even if, that's the thing, even if she gets first place, she needs Susan to take second place, because otherwise this map is going to be over. But let's see what the result is going to be. She's keeping up. She's very... but she clips. The caster curse strikes again. She clips. Tunix and Aluji will take this map very, very convincingly with 4 aces in a row. First map goes to RedBlue, and we are going to map for Linksnur.
45.9 in the last round. Tunix is putting the gauntlet down.
Yeah. And what can you do if they're just that fast, right? What can you do? Hope for a mistake? What's the strat?
Yeah, RedBlue are definitely proving why they are the heavy favorites here.
Yeah.
But Sus-Pact, they're of course not out of contention. They just need to take a deep breath. I think it helps that you're the heavy underdog here. There is nothing to lose for you. If you get 4-0, everyone is going to say, yeah, RedBlue are just that good. If you're going to see the map, everyone's being like, wow, that is absolutely sensational. We did not expect that. So
yeah,
there are no expectations. It's all about playing your game. The pressure is on RedBlue, because if they choke, the whole WRL is going to remember that for many years to come. And it looks like so far they're keeping it clean. They're keeping their nerves together. They know they are the heavy favorites. They know they have the skill to bring it home. They know they can ace every single round. That is not something that I want to say or like to say, but unfortunately it is realistic somehow. We're gonna see if they can prove their worth continuously, but Shorty Gray is not letting them get away that easily. Tunix and Aluji are looking to manage their lead. Gray is trying to stick to them through the grass turn. Has a little bit of airtime, but doesn't quite ruin it. Aluji slow through this part, and Shorty is up into second place, but hits the barrier and is out of contention for the moment. Tunix and Aluji are off in the lead once more. But this is exactly what I was talking about. Shorty Gray still has the pace. It looks like Aluji is a little bit laggy as well. But Shorty Gray has the pace to really spit into these girls' cereals and steal a few points, maybe a win. And if everything goes to plan...
No, that's just mean.
You know
that's just mean. I know what you mean. But yes, she has the pace, but she does have to step on it. And when you have to push like that because they're so fast, that is bound to you're bound to make mistakes if you just have to push every single round. And that's, I guess, what Aluji and Tunix are counting on. They can drive their comfortable pace, which is just fast, and Shorty has to push it. And Aluji, though, has a bit of a wonky landing there, clips a little bit, so Shorty gets a little bit closer. This was the turn where she clipped the wall earlier. Let's see if she can get a little bit closer and snatch a point here from those ladies in blue. But Tunics is just speeding so fast. A 50.7, which is, let me see, 50.7 is actually really fast.
Yeah, also 8 tenths behind Aluji, just 2 tenths behind Aluji comes Shorty Gray, and she's definitely not letting the RedBlue girls just get away with it. She's looking to snatch another few points. We're gonna refrain from the not so nice actions that might be used as metaphors, but you know how it's going. Once again, a little bit more of an outside line for Shorty Gray. She's not quite clipping the barrier, but losing some ground to the RedBlue girls, and Turnix and Aluji are once again in the lead. Shorty misses the barrier here. That is very important that she doesn't clip that one. Has a wonky landing. It looks like she keeps losing a bit of time. Can Aluji and Turnix keep it clean? Turnix clips the inside wall, loses a bit of speed. Is it enough for Shorty Gray to maybe snatch away the second place? It's not quite enough. Aluji takes the victory with a beautiful 50.5. But Turnix is not immune to making mistakes. And that is an important reminder for the Sus-Pact.
Yes, there is opportunities to be had any round, of course, because it just takes one bonk, one clip, one yep tree, and you can snatch some points away, which is right now they're at 9-0 again, which is unfortunate, but yeah, like we said before, they are the clear favorites, and this is looking to be a very, very quick match. And Tunics and Aluji, wait, was that, oh, that was some lag happening there. Aluji just suddenly disappeared and teleported back, which is a TM technique I'm not familiar with, but it works. And yeah, Susan at the moment about 3 seconds behind. She has made some kind of mistake somewhere. Tunics and Aluji just racing to the finish, but Shorty is coming very close though. Can she make it? No, she cannot quite make it. 50.5 is the winning time here, and with that they take map 2, and that was the pick of Team Sus-Pact, but they steal it away, and the next map is going to be Cam 1 is bad.
We're back. That's my favorite map of all time again.
The map, of course, is created by Switch. It's the pick for Team Blue, or Team RedBlue, I will say, and we can expect them to be fast again. Let's see how the ladies of Sus-Pact can hold up to it.
Well, as I said, Sus-Pact are still the heavy underdogs, and Come On is Bad is one of those maps where it's easy to run away when you have the mastery, when you have the skill. Therefore, it's, of course, a pick that should...
snowballs, yeah.
It's a pick that should benefit RedBlue. Gonna see how they play around with it. Susan with a small clip at the start.
It was
Doesn't
really
quite
tiny.
keep it as clean as she could. But it looks like Aluji has also had a little bit of a clip. Nope, never mind. That's just lag. Shorty is setting up after them. Looks like the RedBlue girls are once again in their equilibrium, and they're set to win another round, but they need to bring it home as Shorty clips the inside of this checkpoint. I guess we're looking at the top two. Can Aluji and Turnix keep it clean? The risky finish, of course, is not quite as easy. Turnix is going for it. Looks like she snatches this win. Aluji brings it home in second place. Shorty gets another third place. Susan Brendan brings it home with the safe finish.
Yes, and Aluji also opting for the safe finish there, knowing she had the time and she could afford to do that. Because, of course, they're looking at the splits and they are probably in a voice call together, so they know exactly what's going on. And she knew she could save that, so they have a comfortable ace to start with. Susan Brennan with a little bit of a slow start. Oh, she jumps just outside of the track there. Gets a weird, kind of like a bounce. Alucci, again, having some lag issues, but it doesn't seem to affect her in-game, though. So that's a good thing, because, of course, lag or technical malfunctions is not something we want any one of these girls to have. Tunic's jumping so close to that tree, but doesn't hit it, and she just keeps on going. They have about 0.3, and it looks like Shorty, no! Shorty Gray, she tried for the safe, and I think it was Tunix who went for the, or Shorty went for the risky. I think it was Tunix who went for the safe, but Shorty Gray actually missed the finish. She bonked into it, so that is unfortunate. That was an opportunity to take a point there.
I think that would have
Unfortunate.
been a. I think that would have been a second place for Shorty if she landed that
Yeah,
risky finish.
that
I
would have
think that
been,
would have
yeah.
been it. Unfortunately, she can't quite make it happen, and it's another ace for RedBlue. We're looking at Susan Breton. She's keeping up for the moment. Of course, this map is something that tests every single skill that you can possibly have in Trackmania, and Susan Brenton. We're of course super happy that she's with us, that she's taking her first step in the competitive circuit, and we of course hope that she's sticking around for a while longer, so that she can sharpen her skills and get to the top of the competition as well. I believe she can do just that. As Tunix and Aluji are displaying, the top of the competition is still quite a high margin, and they are
Close
getting
finish.
into the finish within 9/1000ths of a second of each other. Shorty Gray with a clean third place, also in the 48s, but RedBlue are not giving her any chance to snatch something away.
Yeah, that was a fast finish as well. Wait, I can't find my mouse. Oh, there it is. Yeah, a 48.0 is a very, very clean
Hold on,
finish.
Tunix with a clip?
Tunix with a clip indeed, and Shorty Gray is in second place at the moment. Aluji is still doing some blinking around with some latency. But Shorty Gray is hunting that second place, and she's actually hunting that first place. Tunix is hunting Shorty in turn. Let's see if they can take it back. But it doesn't. It looks like Shorty has this line covered, but she has to go for the risky finish, because otherwise it's not going to work out. Tunix has more speed! What happened? Oh my god, she just... Wow. The speed that she had going up that risky finish ramp was... She just flew right past her. That was amazing. Another map in the pocket for RedBlue. That's 3-0. They only need one more, and the map they're going to try to do that on is going to be Red Menace.
Well,
Wow.
it gets closer and closer. Shorty Gray is literally on the verge of stealing a round win from RedBlue. So far, it did not quite happen, and I think that Come On Is Bad was probably one of the least likely maps for that, but Shorty Gray is definitely proving her worth. She is coming out here swinging at RedBlue, and now RedBlue might be on match point on Red Menace, but that doesn't mean that Shorty Gray is not stealing one or another win in the rounds here. Maybe they can get a victory or even an ace if RedBlue fumble around, as we see Tonix here with a clip on the outside line in the warm-up, so completely inconsequential, but might be a sign that there might be a chance on this map for the Sus-Pact. Take it away.
All right. Let's take a look at the ladies here. The three ladies, Tunix, Aluji, and Shorty, have very, very close times. They're all within point 0.44 together. And Susan is a little bit slower. Oh, but she underestimates the magnet, and she actually flies off the track. But Shorty is in first place here, so they could actually force a draw if she can keep it. So Aluji is hunting her and trying to take it back. Both beautiful outside lines. And now for the speed, taking it short. And Shorty actually wins the round. That is the first point for Team Sus-Pact, and I love it.
Now
It's
that
gonna be
is
a
a
draw.
race. That is a
Exactly.
race that Shorty will remember for quite a while. That was absolutely beautifully done. Tonics with a clip.
45.1.
Tonics with a clip in the first third section didn't help her, but Aluji was beaten on pure pace alone.
Yeah.
Maybe she held back a little bit. Shorty
Look at the
probably had
chat.
the round of her life, but she can say she beat RedBlue on merit, and that is something really to
Exactly.
write home about. And yeah, we're gonna see. Of course, hope she can replicate her performance. Aluji and Tonics, though, they are probably aggravated a little bit. They don't want to lose more points to Shorty Gray, to Susan Brenton. And it looks like they're keeping it clean for this specific round. But the tricky third turn to the left in the ending. Tonics almost clips on the outside, but has a really good line, really great pace. 44.6. Once again, half a second better than Shorty Gray's previous round. She can replicate her 45.1, but it has to concede another race to RedBlue.
44.6. Is that actually a PB? Let me quickly check that. No, it's not, but it's very close to PB. That is 0.1 above her PB, so that was very fast. She definitely thought that round loss right there is not going to happen again, and they stepped it up. Shorty Gray with an awkward line here has to adjust and loses a lot of speed over that. Susan Brennan seems to have respawned. She's 9 seconds behind right now. Tunix and Aluji going strong. The engine off section, trying to do it as tight as possible. And Aluji seems to have a very slow speed somehow. Shorty Gray takes advantage of that and overtakes her. So, oh no! She actually clipped she took the corner just a little bit too tight there and rams right into it. That would have been a second place for her. That's very unfortunate. It's another ace.
That
I didn't quite see
was...
what happened to Aluji there, why she slowed down, but she suddenly had a...
I was lucky enough to hold the camera on her. I think Aluji just had a really, really bad landing. That is something you don't usually see from her. Shorty, though, that definitely was her second place. That bonk in the last turn, it hurts. I know how you really want to max out that line there every single time in a hunt for a PB, or in her case, for a win. But it didn't quite work out well. Aluji this time with a clip, which means Susan Brenton steals away the third place. At least for the moment, because Aluji takes it right back. Shorty is hunting down Tonics. Looks like Aluji once again has lost some valuable time. Susan Brenton is back in third place. We're looking at the top two. Tonics looks like she can take it home. Can she get past the barrier? She can. Susan Brenton has, in the meantime, fallen back behind Aluji, but she has brought a fight. And what a fight it was. RedBlue is back on match point. They only need 1 point, but Sus-Pact are not going down without a fight.
They certainly are not. Shorty is showing the girls like, hey, I can drive too. And if you mess up, I will be right there. Exactly what Tunix does, actually. Tunix clips on the outside, jumps just a little bit too far, and she's going to lose some time. So right now, this is the perfect moment for the ladies to try and grab an ace, but that does mean Susan has just slowed down a little bit there. In the engine off section is exactly where you don't want to do that, because that just loses you so much time. So at the moment, if they finish like this, it will be a victory for the ladies in blue. But Shorty Gray no, she will not take the map win, because she clips on the exact same corner she clipped before. She just went inside a little bit too soon, and now she goes a little bit too high. It is an ace for Aluji and Tunix, and with that, they take this map and this match with a very, very clean and dominant victory.
That was really unlucky for Shorty Gray here. Of course, the round win, the ace for Team Sus-Pact wasn't gonna happen, but she definitely had the win in the bag. And yeah, at least I think at the second or third checkpoint it was, Sus-Pact were actually in first and second, while Tunix and Aluji had to make do with third and fourth. Which, you know, Doesn't really get you any points, but it's definitely something that Sus-Pact can write home about. They can definitely go out here holding their head up high, and they have proven they are in the playoffs for a reason. They might not have qualified on merit. They might have needed a Team Sofieva to pull out of the competition, but they have definitely proven they can fight, and Shorty definitely a player to
There's
look
definitely
at
some
for
potential, though. Yeah.
the next few seasons of the WRL. Tunix and Aluji definitely proving why they are the heavy favorites, and it looks like they are not backing down. They are definitely looking to have a shot at the title. We're gonna see them again at the semifinals tomorrow, somewhere around 7 or 8 p.m. And we're gonna see Sus-Pact hopefully in the next season of WRL, as the season ends right here for them. Thanks for playing to both of them, and of course, once again, congratulations for participating in the playoffs. And RedBlue, we're gonna see you tomorrow.
Yes, and of course, it's still something to be admired, knowing you are going to be the underdog, and they ask you to play, and you say yes to that, and that is something that not everyone would do, I think. So I think that shows their character as well. They came to play, they came to drive, and they did, and they were outpaced, but they showed up. They stole some points left and right, and that's a good thing. I think maybe we should do a little break for a little bit, because I think the next round is going to be at 9, which is in 20 minutes, isn't it?
I think so. Um,
Let's see. I'm just trying to look at the sheet here. The roster.
I'm currently getting the message that we might actually return a little bit sooner. I think we're gonna definitely gonna take a 10-minute break, and then we're gonna see when the match is about to happen. But yeah, the
Yes.
stream should return in about 10 minutes, and we're hoping to see you again around that time. We're gonna send you into the starting screen once again, because I do not have a pause screen, because I'm just that well prepared. But yeah,
All right.
we're
See
looking
you in a bit.
into the next few matches, and after the break, we're gonna have Luna Anna against Equinox. Luna Anna, the other team that's looking to snatch the title, one of the two heavy favorites in the competition after Sofieva was pulling out, and we're gonna, of course, look forward to what they have to deliver, and we're hoping for another great match in the WRL quarterfinals. And we're hoping to see you again in about 10 minutes. Don't touch the browser, and be right back.